time with Swami and on what she's doing. And she's our, I like Sai Purnima to do that. Sairam sister, Sai Purnima, if you are ready.
Sairam brother, Sairam sister.
Nice to see you.
Thank you, sister. Nice to see you. So, welcome, sister. We would like to give a small introduction on our speaker, Sister Sharmila. First of all, thanks for accepting this invite and coming, sister. Give me a moment. Sharmila Sanka, an alumna of Sri Satya Sai University, Anantapur, India, is a project manager in Indianapolis, USA, overseeing federal projects for the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. She serves as the Region 5 President of Sri Satya Sai Global Council, a Zone 1 Prashanti Connection Committee member, and has held various leadership roles at the Sri Satya Sai Center of Indianapolis. She was also the secretary and a board member of the Hindu Temple of Northwest Arkansas. A dedicated SSSC Group 3 teacher, Sister Sharmila is passionate about nurturing the next generation in Sri Satya Sai spiritual education. As a certified chakra healer from the Australian Institute of Metaphysics, she freely offers healing to those in need. A freelance writer, her articles have been published in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette newspaper, and she has served as editor of the Hindu Temple of Central Indiana's newsletter. Sharmila's life is a testament to selfless service and devotion, guided by her unwavering faith in Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Together with her husband and 2 daughters, she remains deeply committed to Swami's teachings, embodying his message in both her personal and professional life. Sharmila is also the author of From Nowhere to Now Here, a Sai student's journey, published by Sri Satya Sai Publications in Puttaparthi, as well as the Amazon release Sai Students March From Nowhere to Now Here. The books chronicle her journey from skepticism to deep devotion as a disciple of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, emphasizing that unconditional love for Swami is the highest offering we can make in our lives. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you, Sister Purnima. Firstly, Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of my loving Lord, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. I pray to Swami to please speak through me. I was very sick for the past 1 week when I okayed when Brother Surya asked me to talk. But later I realized, oh my God, Swami, how am I to talk now? I couldn't even open my, and my voice was like terrible because of my sickness. But a couple of days back, when you offer something to Swami, he will make sure, right, to take care of you. So why should I fear when Swami is there, right? So Swami somehow is making me talk. So I pray to him sincerely to speak through me, because you're all celebrating Eswaramma Day today. And first of all, I would like to congratulate all the SSSC children, not only children, even the families, because you're part of a divine mission. So, Sai Ram, my dear brothers, sisters, and the SSSC children, youngsters, happy Ishwarama Day, and lovely to see so many children here. I'm really, really happy to talk to you all about Swami's love and how Swami took care of all of us, our divine experiences, everything. And one question I wanted to ask, do you all know what was the sole purpose of starting this SSSC? Anybody knows? I would like to hear the answer.
No, sister, we are really totally ignorant. We want to hear from you.
Okay, it's good to learn that way, right? Okay, Swami said Sri Satya Sai education is the primary basis of a great movement to restore righteousness. Righteousness means dharma, right? So what is right in the world? So the ideal of this program is to raise a generation of boys and girls who have a clean and clear conscience. I think this should be our mantra when we start our SSSC classes. We should know what was the sole purpose of Swami starting this. He, you think he didn't have he had so much of time for all of us, but still he took time, right? He's the Lord of the universe. He still took time to come up. He was the one who initiated this SSSC program. So let us remember this like the mantra. And since you're all celebrating Ishwaramma Day celebrations, I would like to start off with a small offering to Mother Ishwaramma today. She's the chosen mother, right? Ishwaramma, the chosen mother. I resolved on my birth, he said with grace. I chose my mother, time and place. Not born as others, but entered with light. A blue ray glowing divinely bright. Ishwaramma, humble and pure, became the mother chosen and sure. Her heart held dreams so simple, so kind, that blossomed far beyond her mind. A school for children, small and sweet, now stands as a university complete. A healing hospital, her second plea, grew into multi specialty hospitals, care flowing free. She asked for water just for a few. Now streams of love reach millions too. Her prayers, so selfless, from love were sown, and through her son the world has known. On a summer day in 1983, her voice did call, Swami, Swami, the Lord of all. Coming, coming, he said softly, and just like that, her soul was led. Now, every year on May 6th day, we honor the love she gave away. Ishwaramma Day, with joy we sing of selfless hearts and the gifts they bring. Please excuse me. So, you're all very fortunate to be part of Swami's mission, becoming a part of this SSSC and to know Swami. I'm sure there are so many people who do not know Swami, right? Am I right? I'm sure we have devotees, we have people who didn't even see Swami, people who didn't even know anything about Swami. So you don't need to feel guilty because it always starts with one step. And let's think that this is that one step. So even I was in the same place as you because as a child, as a teenager, I never believed Baba to be God. I thought he was a magician. And I really thought people were foolish to believe Sri Satya Sai Baba to be God. So I was really ignorant. I thought, how can a human being become God? So it was like childlike mentality, right? I was very, very young. I didn't know the world. I didn't know anything. So at such time, after several churnings, internal churning and experiences as his student, so much of faith formed in my heart. And after daring to test Swami with my logical brain, as Swami's student, I got to experience Swami's love, patience, omniscience, and omnipresence, selflessness, forbearance, and forgiveness like a mother, and also like a stern father that Swami taught so many lessons. Like he wanted us to be very disciplined. He gave us strict lessons. It was not easy to take Swami as our parent, right? So I got to experience Swami some through dreams, some through direct experiences, some through visions, and some through interviews and several teachings of Swami. So, as I said, first I never believed Swami to be God, but I was in that situation after my 12th grade There was no English medium colleges or universities in my hometown, and my dad would not let me go out of state or out of town where there was a co-ed education. So I was in a terrible situation where I needed to go somewhere to study. So at that time, my sister and brother-in-law, my brother-in-law gave me an application saying, apply here, Satyasai University in Anantapur. It's a pretty good university. And though they were also non-believers of Swami, but still after they admitted their son in the Satyasai elementary school, so that's when they got to know about Swami. So they started telling me everything about Swami. So when I took that application, that was my only go, right? I didn't like Swami, but still that was my only go. So I thought, okay, let me try. Let me sincerely try. And then I told Swami, if you are Baba, if you are God, prove to me by admitting me into your university. That is the only way I will believe that you're God. So that was my test to Swami. That was my first test to Swami. Now I feel how ignorant I was to think of it. Does he really care if one human being believes him to be God or not? But still, the loving Swami, he graciously listened to my prayers, challenges with a sweet smile, I should say. So I prepared for the finals, though I didn't have much time to prepare because of my 12th grade exams finals. There was so much of conflict between my 12th grade finals and my university admissions. But still, with Swami's great grace, I was able to overcome several obstacles and finally went to Parthi. Puttaparthi is the place where Swami lived. So I went to Parthi, and that was I was about to step out of my hotel to go to the university to write my admission test. That was the first step. So every day I used to pray to Swami, though I didn't believe, but still because I needed that admission, right? So every day I prayed to Swami, though I didn't have faith. I still challenged him every day. I prayed to him. And then I was stepping out of my hotel onto the road with so much of fear in my heart. Will I pass this test? Because I heard great stories that it was very, very difficult to get into such a Sai institutions. So I was having so much of fear, and right when I was stepping onto the road, suddenly a small boy, he came running, crossing the road from the opposite side, and then he came all the way to me, and then he just pulled my hand and he put a card into my hands. I was shocked. First of all, I was thinking, who is this boy? What is he doing? What was the card that he put in my hand? Without my knowledge, he did everything in few seconds. So I just looked at the card, and when I looked at it, lo and behold, you know what it says? It was Swami's picture with his quote, "Why fear when I am here?" Can you imagine? I was completely a non-believer. I was having so much of fear in my heart, and I desperately wanted admission in Swami's college. And with all these things happening, I never heard that quote till then. We are so used to hearing that quote now, but then it was the first time ever for me to hear. So tears of happiness coming down my cheeks, flowed down my cheeks for my first years of happiness. It was like Swami was saying, I'm there, don't fear, you will get the seat, admission. So with that firm faith, I went and did the test. And then I was called for interview. I finished the interview successfully. And finally, I got to know that I was admitted into Swami's institution, the divine institution, which changed my entire life. It was like a stepping stone for me. So I went to the university. It was beautiful. Everybody, like, there was no selfishness there, no mine and thine. Everybody is one and the same. All are God's children. So it was beautiful the way they spoke to each other, saying sister, helping each other. They didn't even let us pick our luggage. Few students would take the luggage from us and then help us so much on the first day. So it was beautiful, simply beautiful. So I was getting used to the such a Sai way of life because I was not used to it at all. Excuse me. So then we were all called for the first darshan. That was my very first darshan of Swami, because when I went to write the test, admission test, Swami was in Brindavan, Bangalore. So I didn't get to see Swami at all. So that was my first time ever. So all the students, we went to Parthi to have Swami's darshan. And it was like Grace walking on 2 feet. Such a beautiful darshan. I can't even forget even a speck of a moment. So I had beautiful darshan of Swami. So inside my heart, I conveyed my thanks to Swami. So that was my first darshan. And then all of us left for Anandapur campus. And then, though I believed to be God, I wanted to believe him to be God, but still it's not easy for a logical brain to believe a human to be God, right? So that entire first year, like so much of I wanted to believe him to be God, but still somewhere I used to have the doubt. So for 1 year, I really struggled with the doubt. And finally, with Swami, I prayed to Swami one day, Swami, only you have to help me develop that faith in you. Like blind faith I need to have. I should never doubt you. So the previous night I prayed, and the next day in Vrindavan, I witnessed a beautiful miracle of Swami, Swami's Vibhuti miracle with Kasturi uncle on a screen. So I don't know what happened to me within me. Everything changed. From that day on, my heart was not like a pendulum anymore. Like I had some strong faith in Swami. Whatever I did, I knew he was there with me. He was omniscient, omnipresent. So from then I started to have so many experiences. But still, as I said, in my first year, uh, just before Swami's birthday celebrations, all the Anandpur campus, of course, all the campuses would go to Parthi, right? Like that, Anandpur campus also went to Parthi just before his birthday celebrations. And we heard that Swami like distributes saris to all his students, and of course, so many other devotees as well. So all the 500 students were asked to sit in rows facing each other so that Swami would come in between the rows, and then we would take Pad Namaskar and he would throw the saris in our laps. So, so my logical brain, again, because it was my first year, right? Swami's birthday celebrations November. So I talked to Swami within myself. I said, Swami, I know you're omniscient, but I want to test again. So can you read my thought now? What is going through? So I said, Swami, can you talk to me at least one word? Can you read my mind? Do I deserve it? That was my prayer. So Swami was coming, walking, and giving Pad Namaskar and throwing saris. He was not even looking at anybody because 500 students, right? He was just throwing the saris and then going. So like that, he came to my row. And when he came, I completely forgot whatever I asked, because when you see Swami, like it goes blank. No matter how much you plan, still you cannot talk a word, think a thought. You cannot do anything, right? Because you are so immersed in Swami's love. Like if you look at him, you'll get immersed. You'll forget the world when you look at the Creator. So I forgot completely, and then I was simply gazing at Swami. And then Swami came to my line, and we took Pad Namaskar, and Swami went past me, and then he took few steps. He went few steps ahead, and then all of a sudden, he looked at me, and then he said, "Chira Ichana, did I give you sari?" And then I was shocked. I didn't know if Swami gave me a sari or not because I was so immersed. I didn't even realize if I got a sari. Even before I checked into my lap to see if I got a sari or not, He didn't even wait for my response because he knew, right? Immediately he gave a sari. He just threw it in my lap and then he left. Then it struck me. I asked Swami, "You're omniscient. Can you read my thought? Do I deserve a word from you?" So that omniscient Lord listened to my prayers. And that was my first ever experience of his omniscience. So one thing, and the next one, Swami Eswaramma, as you know, Swami loved his parents a lot, and he tells us to love our parents no matter what. Parents are the ones so selfless besides God, right? So selfless they are. So no parent you can see a selfish parent. Maybe they can wear any hat, like taking the responsibility of a parent, a friend, a sibling, no matter what, an employee. But still, when they wear the hat of a parent, you can never see selfishness in them, right? They're always selfless. So Swami always told the students, respect your parents. That's it. So it imprinted so much in my heart that even now I don't even talk back to my parents, to my mom. Who, I lost my dad a few years ago, but still. So Mother Ishwarma asked Swami for three wishes, right? One is to construct a school, a small school, and the other one to construct a small hospital, and then the other one to provide water facility to the needy because they were having to walk kilometers just to get a pot of water. So these are the small three wishes that Ishwarama asked, Swami's mom asked, and then imagine in grandeur he fulfilled all her three wishes. So one of those wishes was her wishes was to construct a hospital, right? So Swami constructed a hospital, general hospital, which is in Puttaparthi, and later on he got multi-specialty hospitals constructed. So world famous hospitals free of charge. So at that time, right before the multi-specialty hospital was opened during, I think, before Swami's birthday, I think, one of the Swami's birthday celebrations before that. So Swami gave all the Anantapur campuses, all the campuses, including Anantapur campus, an opportunity to go to the super specialty hospital for service opportunity. So we felt so blessed to go there and then be part of his mission, divine mission, right? A multi-specialty hospital. So all of us went there. I was still in my first year. And when I went there, um, three or four Anandpur students were given allotted one service activity, and for me and my other group of other two to three Anandpur girls, we were supposed to clean the room there with some acid, scrape the floor and all this very little tiny service activities, right? But still Swami wanted us to be part of his mission. So I was cleaning the windowsill. I was like, it's a huge window. You can walk in and then out. So it's a sliding door. So I was cleaning the window. It was like a little noisy. People were talking, so much of construction happening still. So all of a sudden, when I was cleaning, I felt something is different now. What was happening? Why is it so quiet? And then I peeped into the room through the window. And then when I saw there was Swami there, so Swami was talking. There was one Sevadar lady and two to three Anandpur campus students there. Swami was talking. Suddenly, I was flabbergasted to see Swami there. I didn't expect. I didn't know either. So I wanted to jump immediately inside, but again I thought Swami would not like. Swami always wanted discipline, no matter what. You cannot break the discipline. So, however sweet he was equally strict with us. So I didn't feel appropriate for me to for Swami's student to jump inside when Swami was there. It would not be respectful, right? So what I did, I was like Swami was about to turn back to go to the next room. And then I prayed, Swami, please, inside I was praying, Swami, please stay back. do not leave, I'm coming. And then I jumped outside, and then from outside I entered the building, and then I entered my room. And then I thought Swami would not be there, but lo, behold, Swami was there. And I was so like thankful to him for listening to my heartful prayer. And when I went there, Swami was talking, like probably like few inches away Swami was. And somebody asked for prasad, and Swami he created vibhuti. And for my logical brain, that also answered so much in my first year. So Swami created vibhuti. All of us got vibhuti. So I think that was my first sambhashan, like like that was one of my first few experiences of darshan, sparshan, and sambhashan, I should say. So that was my second experience. As I said, Swami is very omniscient, right? He knows everything. You can test it no matter what. If you have firm faith in Swami, he will make sure you will pass in your test. So he's our omniscient Lord. So once when I was doing my master's, my principal madam used to take classes for me, literature, in my master's. Please excuse me. So one day, she was very, very like angry because of some admin issues. So obviously, we were there in the class, and I could feel it was it was not easy for us as students. So we were in her office room. She was taking a class, and all of a sudden, in that anger, she did like she was a very good, noble lady, Mrs. Hamleta, ma'am. But still, that day, she was asking, like all of a sudden, from nowhere, she said, there was from 1,000 page book, she said, Sharmila, where is this poem? Open that up. And then that was a Mahabharata book. So I didn't know where that poem was. Out of 1,000 pages, where am I to search, right? So I knew she was very angry on something else, but still I was scared that she would show it on me. So I didn't know what to do. So who is there with you when nobody is there with you? Only God, right? So like that, I prayed to Swami. Like I put my hands under her table like this, and then I'm praying like Swami, Anyada Sharanam Nasti. Other than you, I have no other one. So please, Swami, help me. I just prayed with that firm faith. And then I opened the book. Lo and behold, the exact poem that she wanted me to search for, that was right there. So, isn't it Swami's miracle? Right? It's not coincidence. It's always Sai incidents in the world of Sai. So, she was happy. I read out that poem. It was all done. So, Swami really helped me. So, there were multiple instances where there was no way, and only Swami was my only way. That's how I developed my faith and my connection with Swami, because every moment he would be there. There is no doubt about it. Just chant his name, he would be there. So it was so easy for me. So we got used to Anantapur campus, especially got used to his omniscience more than his physical proximity, right? Because that's how we developed a love for Swami, because he was there with all of us every moment. So one day, all of us went to Brindavan, summer course on Indian culture and spirituality. That Swami would take us classes on Indian culture and spirituality for 15 days every summer. So imagine how beautiful, right? So we would go there, and then we would go to Brindavan whenever Swami sent an invitation to Anandpur campus. So like that, one time, Swami, we all went to Brindavan. So one day I was praying to Swami, Swami, why don't you take pictures with us so that it will remain a memory all our lives? Simply a random thought went by. And then all of a sudden, in few minutes, after few minutes, Swami said, okay, I will see, I shall take pictures with all of you. Come at so and so time, maybe in the afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock. He said, come, all of you, I shall take pictures with you. That was another experience of his omniscience. So, like, even not only in my waking state, even in my dreams, I would receive Swami's instructions, teachings, or anything that Swami wanted to convey to me. And so I would like to share some of my dreams where they came true. As we know, you cannot dream of Swami or God unless he wills it, right? So one of my dreams, I would say, like I was doing my master's, and in Anantapur campus and in all the campuses, we were supposed to participate in every activity. Nothing was optional. We never knew the word optional then. Everything was mandatory. And that was designed by Swami, right? The life was designed by Swami. Like a life of a science student is a conglomeration of several things. It's like devotion, dedication, discipline. You'll have cultural programs every Thursday. We would participate in the debate, and we would do skits and essay competitions. So so many things. And not only this, we were supposed to like everybody used to strive for the excellent grade that is called O grade, extraordinary grade. We didn't die for it, but we aimed for it because we received education from Swami's institutions. While thousands of people were wanting, only few were given those admissions, right? So we should be grateful to Swami for giving such a beautiful opportunity. And so we worked hard every day in Swami's college. It was like very disciplined. You had to go in lines even to the university, though you were in masters, no matter what, you had to follow the discipline. So every day, beautiful curriculum. Like Swami designed the day. You didn't have time. Yeah, you didn't have time to waste even few minutes in a day. Like that, Swami designed your day. So we would all stand in lines, eat food, all sattvic food, and you're supposed to go to the auditorium first, do the morning prayers, and we'll start off with thought for the day. And then we would go to the college, university, and then come back, participate in the sports, and then bhajans every day I would love bhajans. So I could easily connect to Swami through bhajans. And I heard when I joined this call, beautifully that girl, she was singing bhajan, and that was really wonderful to see you all. I know Sister Purnima does a great job in teaching bhajans as well. So it's a beautiful opportunity to sing for the Lord, right? So we used to have self-reliance programs. And then, so as part of self-reliance program, every student was supposed to participate in some college or hostel activity. You know, what were the activities? It was not just fun. It was roles of responsibility, bathroom cleaning. Would we come forward to do the bathroom cleaning? So yeah, but we did it. Some students picked that. Some students picked gardening. Some of them picked audio control. Some of them picked auditorium. So different things. So I always liked talking to people, communicating and all. So I picked dinner serving, so that I could serve to all the 500 students. We were a team of 30 people. So I like to interact with people, and also I chose that. Of course, without my knowledge, I chose that for 5 years when I did my bachelor's and master's at Sri Sathya Sai University. So, as part of the self-reliance program, when I was in my master's, I was leading, imagine like a teenager or someone leading a team of 30 people for dinner serving the entire team. And I needed to report to my Jaima madam, she was the warden, and Pushpa madam, assistant warden, saying, okay, how much food was remaining. She would not like if any food food was wasted, not even a morsel. So it was my responsibility. Imagine how Swami taught us to be so responsible even as teenagers. That was the beauty of Swami's teachings, right? So as part of the self-reliance program, there were times I didn't even have time to study because the sometimes if the food was over again, I would inform the cook to make food for so and so many people, and then he would make, and then I would go back to my room again. I would come back, ring the bell again, go, and then serve all the students, and only then I could eat my food. So he taught us sacrifice through this, right? As teenagers, he taught us discipline, dedication, how to help each other, and then how to be selfless, how to sacrifice, all these things. Swami taught. So I was having my master's exams and I was really like little stressed. I didn't have time to study because the whole day was equipped with something or the other. I didn't have time. Even on the weekends, I was doing so many activities, like participating in so many. Jema madam would put me as the visitor, head of the all the visitors, like make sure only parents could meet Anandpur children, and not even uncle, aunt, grandfather, nothing, nobody. So I used to assign duties and take care of all these when I was in my master's. So I didn't have time really much. So at that time, I prayed to Swami, Swami, I have my finals, master's. I have my finals and end semester. So I was a little worried and I prayed, Swami, I'm not having time. Please bless me. That's it. I slept. And then I dreamt of my question paper. And like out of 50 marks in the end semester, 20 marks was for an essay. Okay, essay answer. So 20 marks. If you fail that, that's it. You're doomed. You'll fail that exam for sure. So I was worried, right? So in my dream, I just flipped it and I saw the 20-mark question. And then as soon as I woke up, I told my friend saying, Sudha, I told her, better prepare for this. I dreamt of this. And then next day when we prepared very well, we went to the test and I went there. The first thing I did was to flip my question paper and see the 20-mark question. And lo and behold, the same question that I dreamt of. So Swami was so kind and gracious. And I'm not narrating this experience to make you lazy and all. Never Swami would like laziness, no laziness at all, right? When you have firm faith, when you're doing your duty, Swami is telling, I will do your duty. You do my duty, I will do your duty, right? So that was sweet Swami, omniscient Swami, gracious Swami who helped me. So I no wonder I did my the test well end semester, and then I got an O grade. So that was another experience of my dream. And then um, Swami performed mass marriages for the needy people who didn't have money. So he got them married. He gave them golden Mangal Sutra and then all the necessary material for the weddings. So Swami told our Anantapur campus, or madam, okay, pick so many children from Anantapur campus. So luckily, I was one of the very few Telugu speaking students who got picked to be part of another Swami's divine mission, mass marriages in Puttaparthi. So we had to get the uh, bride ready with her makeup and all. Imagine, I was very young, I didn't even know anything, but still it was like a huge responsibility to make sure that the groom and the bride sit together, and whatever was announced on the stage by the priest, we had to make sure to make them follow that and all these things. So during that time, our madam asked us to wear the saris that Swami gave us, and also Swami gave a Buddha chain to all the Anandpur students. So, and it was time that I came from my hometown to Puttaparthi directly for Swami's birthday celebrations. So I didn't know where my Buddha chain was. So I was really worried. And I thought maybe madam wouldn't let me participate in these mass marriages if I didn't have this Buddha chain. So I was so worried. I searched everywhere. Imagine little luggage, right? I searched everywhere. I couldn't find. And I was in Parthi. I didn't know if I left it in the hostel, I left it at home or where. So, and I prayed to Swami, Swami, I really beg you, Swami, please let me find my Buddha chain. Otherwise, I will not be able to participate in this mass marriages the next day. So early morning, like around 4 or something, I dreamt where I had a small green box, my makeup box kind of thing, small box. So I dreamt that my Buddha chain was in that. So as soon as I dreamt at 4 o'clock in the morning, I just woke up. And then immediately I searched, and then again I found my chain in that box. So I was so thankful to Swami. So he doesn't have any means to convey his message to us through dreams, reality, through visions, so many ways for Swami, right? So that is another beautiful way that Swami conveyed his message to me, and I was really thankful to Swami. And as I said, he's all knowing. Sometimes whenever he gave us interviews, we would get to know how omniscient Swami is, how omnipresent he is, right? So at one time, once we went to summer course for Brindavan, for Guru Purnima, all of us were praying so much Swami should call us, but until Swami called us, we were not supposed to go Anantapur campus. So one time Swami didn't invite us for Guru Purnima because he was not in Patti but in Brindavan. Like it would take so much of logistics to provide 10 buses and accommodation. It was not easy, right? So at one time when we realized Swami didn't call us, what we did, we have our own tips, right, to cool Swami. So what we did, all the Anandpur students, we did a special bhajan. Swami loves bhajans. So we did a special bhajan where we would sing all Swami's favorites. So one of our favorite songs was "Ana hi padega Baba, Ana hi padega." No matter where you are, no matter where you are in Ayodhya, Mathura, Mecca, anywhere, Medina, you have to come now, appear yourself. So that is the essence of that bhajan. So we love it so much. Whenever we want Swami to talk to us, we would sing that bhajan in tears. All the Anandpur students would be in tears. That energy you should see. It is not regular energy. The students are singing together with so much of faith, tears in their eyes, with faith in their hearts. It's not easy. Swami's heart will melt. That is a simple tip to melt Swami's heart. He will just melt. So when we sang that bhajan after that, Jaima madam said, you know, and Swami, when we were doing bhajans here, our staff was there at Brindavan. They could go, but not the students. So when our staff was there, Swami said, I know my students, my children are doing special bhajans now at Anandpur. I know that. And then my madam didn't know that we were doing special bhajan because we never do bhajans at that time. And then when she came back to the hostel, she said, this is what Swami said. Did you all do bhajan Sama? She said, Jaima ma'am. And then we told. And then she said, no wonder Swami's heart melted with your bhajans, heartfelt bhajans. And then she said, Swami invited all of us to Brindavan. And that's when Swami arranged for 10 buses then and there because it was a sudden decision, right? And then, poor thing, Swami, the reason why he didn't invite us was because Bangalore accommodation, Brindavan accommodation was already like so full. No accommodation at all. So where does he put all his 500 students there, right? So poor Swami, he got so many bathrooms constructed. I think around 5 bathrooms constructed overnight. When we went to summer court, like when we went to Whitefield, Swami gave an interview to all of us, and then he said, "I know you people prayed so much to Swami, and so much of discipline you had. You even stopped wearing sandals. You stopped talking loud all these days that you were here. You were whispering. I know everything. Even to pass on the toothpaste, you didn't have to, because he gave the Kalyana Mandapam to us just to live there. That is right next to Swami's building in Brindavan. So it was like beautiful. So we were so quiet because we could not disturb Swami right next to our building, right? So we could not disturb. So all the days that we were there, we were just quiet, whispering to each other. We didn't talk. Even when we were practicing bhajans to offer to Swami, in case he gave us interview, we were whispering songs. Can you believe? And we stopped wearing sandals. So much going on. And then we were passing the toothpaste from the window because we didn't have space to even walk. Because it was filled with people there, no space at all. So at such time, Swami gave his interview, and then Swami acknowledged everything. And then he said, he picked two girls, and then he said, I know you two, you sit at the corner in the Anantapur hostel in the dining area. And he was explaining exactly where they sat. And you two sit and talk there, right? He was just making fun. At the same time, he wanted us to know his omniscience. He wanted us to know, I'm with you, Anantapur students. I'm with you all the time. I don't need to be physically with you. You don't need to be with me physically at Bharti. I know everything that you're doing. I know what you're doing, what you're thinking. So that's the acknowledgement that Swami proved to us again and again. And he was telling us, oh my God, how much noise do people make in the dining area while eating? You talk, all of you, be quiet. I'm there. So much of noise you make with the vessels. Can you imagine Lord of the Universe talking all this to us? I was flabbergasted listening to all that. Imagine how clean your conscience should be. Every moment Swami is there watching us. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at least I'm driving towards perfection. Not at all perfect. I'm a human, I make errors. But still, with the faith that Swami is with me, every moment he's with me. Even right now, I'm getting shivers when I'm talking because I know Swami is here with all of us. So I really beg each and every one of you, even though you don't believe Swami to be God, have that firm faith. I had the same faith right in the beginning, though I didn't believe him still. I wanted to have faith. The first effort, you should put it. So once we put in that effort, Swami will make sure to bring that mountain like faith in us, in our hearts. And Swami was really jovial sometimes when we were in Brindavan. We would wait after Swami's talk, summer course, we would all go back to our Kalyan Mandapa to have, it's like a dining area for us. They would serve us food. We would sit on the floor and then they would serve us food. And Swami would come, bless the boys, brothers, and then come to our dining area in Brindavan. And then we would chant Brahmarpanam, having Swami, the Lord of the universe, Vaishwanara, right in front of us. We chant Brahmarpanam. And such a beautiful feel when we chant Brahmarpanam, having Swami right in front of us. And then, no, and once Swami eats his food, they used to mix that food as part of our food as prasad to all of us. So that was another beautiful experience. And then Swami would make fun, saying, oh, it's white water, looking at buttermilk glasses. Oh, you're serving white water. Because that was another way of Swami telling the staff, you better take care of my children. Serve them curd, not buttermilk. So he would take care of us a lot. And like a loving mother, Swami would send bunches and bunches of fruits, snacks, almonds, nuts. So much. Whenever we came, he would give us food. He would never send us without food. Like gunny bags of food he would send. So that was like, you could see his motherly love towards all of us. And then one time he said, once I was thinking, Swami said, all these are my children. Do not take money charge, do not charge them for the food when they are here. So give them back their money, Swami said to the teachers. And that was another time Swami read my mind. So like endless, I should say. And he's also like very stern father when it comes to discipline. There were times when we went to Parthi, if he thinks anybody is not disciplined, he would severely punish us. Not like physical punishment. He would not even look at us. He was very, like Swami was very smart. When he comes for darshan, he knows where to look at, whom to look at, and how to teach them lesson without uh, making it obvious in public. So there were times that Swami didn't talk to us, and then we started. That was the time we stopped wearing sandals for several months, and then we cleaned the entire premises. We didn't talk. We read Satcharita. We read about Swami's stories, and like it was like a penance for us. That was the time Swami acknowledged one more time, saying, I know all my Anantapur students are doing penance for me. Like they're working so hard to please me. And then next time we went for darshan, Swami was very pleased. And then he gave us interview. He gave us Pada Namaskar. So he was very stern father when it comes. So what I'm saying is all the SSSC students, when your parents tell you something, for God's sake, do not talk back to them. The first thing, just listen. I tell my own kids, you may not practice what they're saying, but please listen to what they're saying. Okay? Practicing it is up to you, but first you listen. And then try to think about it. What did my dad say? What did my mom say? Is it for my good? Are they talking something good or bad? The Swami once asked us in an interview, who is Manava? What does it mean to be a human? And then and he was saying in an interview, he was saying, who has faith in God, right? So, and who can discriminate? Animals, they behave based on their instinct. They don't think, but we are humans. We have the discrimination. So think before you accept something. Is it good? Is it not? Let people talk bad about you. Let people talk tons of things about you. Do not believe only Swami. Only Swami knows your inner conscience, right? How clean it is. Not others would never know. So have that faith in Swami. And even in 2011, when Swami left his physical body, okay, I'll just take 5 minutes. I know it's already time, but um, I don't know. So when Swami left his physical form in 2011, even after that, Swami started to show his omnipresence and omniscience. As I said, I always get connected to Swami when I'm in bhajan. So one time I was struggling with my sciatica pain. I was sitting on the floor in the bhajans, and it was terrible. But still, I didn't even know I could pray to Swami. So I was still thinking about my mom who had this heart issue. So the doctor said she was supposed to be operated, and she was very old then. And I was thinking, oh my God, Swami, I'm worried about Amma. She was my guide, my philosopher. Like I owe everything to my mom. So I was very worried about her. And when I was doing the bhajan, all of a sudden, I heard an inner voice telling me, I will take care of mom. Don't worry. She will be fine. And I'm taking away your sciatica pain right now because you treat your mother's pain like yours. You're like a penance you're doing. Tapasala bhavistu now. You're doing like a penance. I am pleased with that penance for your mom. I'm removing your sciatica pain right now. So I was struggling with several years with that pain. And when I heard that inner voice, I thought, what is this? Is it myself talking to me? And then I didn't believe at all because that was, I think, the first time ever I heard that. So I thought it's nonsense. It's not true. It was my own inner voice saying. And then immediately I could feel my pain was gone. So I thought, oh, it's all my mind, my thoughts. I didn't believe it really. I didn't even tell my husband because after some time, what if I get back my sciatica pain? He would think I'm like I'm mad or something. So I observed for 40 days. I didn't have a trace of pain. That's when I realized the inner voice of Swami that I heard was true. It was his divine voice. So when you have a clean conscience, when you have so much of faith in Swami, when you're involved and immersed in his service, in his form, in his teachings, Swami will make sure to speak. He's always speaking to all of us. But the thing is, we have to be open to listen to his inner voice. We have to be silent. So that was another beautiful experience I had. I never had sciatica pain again. So I wanted to pass on my faith to Swami to the next generation, my kids, right? Though my kids love Swami to the core, but still I wanted them to uh, take it to the next generation. It should not stop with me. So that was the reason I wanted to write a book to Swami as an offering. And then I wrote a book saying, um, Swami, such size students, nowhere to now here, from nowhere to now here, a size student's journey, two versions. So one of them is a size student's journey, and I published it at Sri Satyasai Publications at Puttaparthi, and I offered it to Swami on Sanidhi, and I got the blessings. And then that was the reason, because I wanted next generations to take Swami's love to the next generations. And then lastly, I would like to say, please chant his name, say Sai because it works wonders if you say Sai. Whenever you're in need, just close your eyes, say Sai that energy builds up around you. And then write it on a piece of paper, Sai or whatever wish you have, good wish you have. Write it on a piece of paper, put it near Swami's picture, and then you can tear it. You will see it happening. Your faith should meet his grace, right? So that's another one thing I wanted to say. And some of you might not have seen Swami, well, some of you have not uh, heard about Swami, but I can definitely assure you one thing. If you have faith in Swami, he will do anything for us. And let us have that blind faith in Swami, in his name, in his form. Miracles will happen every day. For that matter, his true miracle is our own transformation, right? If even one person transforms, Swami will be happy. So try how we can change from this moment on. We are his work for which the avatar has descended on this earth. So let us transform into better beings and make his work easy. I would like to end my talk with a small prayer to Swami. Dearest, most beloved Bhagwan, we were born as humans but grew divine by just one glance from your love benign. You lived each moment to uplift and bless. You said, my life is my message, nothing less. Help us feel your omniscience bright, see your presence in day and night. May we do each task with joyful grace, with you in our hearts in every place. You taught us help ever, hurt never, a golden truth to hold forever. You never asked for faiths to be changed. Just be a better Muslim, Christian, or a Hindu. You gave the world a selfless call, a simple teaching, love all, serve all. Only when touched by your love so deep can we sow what you help us reap. You said with divine declaration, 1 hour of service at the door earns liberation, not just for one, but for 3 generations ahead. How vast your love, your gently it is spread. May we become your message to the world. Jai Sai.
Ram sister. I don't know. I'm not getting the words to explain how much happy and then coming out of that shock and then the bliss you shared with us. Amazing. And really, I want to thank you, sister, for your time and sharing your experience with the children, parents, teachers here. It's been a long time for us listening to Swami's experiences directly from Swami student like you. You are so blessed. And I want to share a couple of things you shared in the talk. First thing you said, why fear when I'm here? The experience you shared when you're crossing the road, a small boy coming to your sleep and giving you a hand is direct experience of Swami's miracle. That too, when you are not in Swami's fold that time, right? was amazing. And you shared about the discipline. Swami is not only about the loving mother, the strict father, right? So that was amazing to see that how much discipline matters for the devotee. And Swami says, a devotee with discipline is a disciple, you know. So unless you have discipline, you cannot go, you can call yourself as a follower of the Swami. It was really wonderful about that. And the darshan, when you're talking about the darshan, when you saw Swami, your feelings and emotions, I'm recollecting my first experience with Swami. It was so lively when you're talking about Swami's darshan. That's how we really live in Swami's, experiences. When you share it, we live in it. But thank you, sister. And one more thing, you are emphasizing on respect to your parents because they are selfless. Their love is no, have no trace of selfishness in their love. So we keep telling the children, but when you tell that, it was really hammering all of us very strong. It's a drive home lesson for all of us. Thank you. And Swami's listen to insincere prayers. Even this very simple prayer, when you talk it to Swami sincerely, that will reach. So prayer is a communication between a devotee and the God. I heard recently, when you talk to Swami, it is a prayer. When you listen to Swami, it is meditation. Wonderful statement. One of the Swamis to devotee shared that in meditation, listen to Swami. In prayer, you talk to Swami. Amazing, right? And you are keep on emphasizing. Your experience show that Swami is with you all the time. Swami is intane, ventane, jantane, kantane, untana. So your experience really showing that Swami is with you all the time. And any simple prayer you made, it is reaching Swami because out of your pure love and purity that you are showing, that is Swami's prayer. And Mother Eswaramma signifies a purity in asking Swami the desires, nothing for her, everything for others, right? Even when she asks for the temple, for the school, for the water, for the hospital, everything for others. That's where she shows a selfless purity for her, right? And not only in the waking state, you said you have a lot of experience in the dream also. That was amazing. And none of the Swami's dreams are not imagination. They are absolute. So there's going to be, we have to take Swami's dream as a real. Thank you, sister, for sharing that. And your love for Swami, your dedications for Swami, your faith on Swami is going to be a torchlight for all of us, a spiritual path, not only for children, even for our teachers, and for me also. I'm telling you, most of the parents are not seeing Swami, even not the children, even the parents are not seeing. But it is not, it is Swami's connection making all come to here. And my connection with you is not even coincidence at all. I didn't expect at all. I went to Atlanta, I came about you, and then we're talking to each other, and you're accepting as a speaker. Everything is Swami's plan, master plan. Nothing, there's no our interference there. Everything, Swami's picture. And one simple sadhana I told, this is the second time I'm listening here. Whenever you get up, finish your prayers, before starting your day work, write everything, write a letter to Swami. It need not be a big letter, simple letter. Swami, I thank you. Swami, I love you. Swami, I want you. I love you, Swami. Anything small letter, and put all your daily activities that day. We are reporting to Swami, this is what I want to do. And then carry it out. You don't have to stay. Because Swami said, other devotee said, when you put the pen on the paper, I know already the pray what you're going to pray, right? But there is no way to post for me. Now you can tear it out. You don't have to keep it. The second time listening, sister, within 2 days of time, this is a lesson for me also. Swami is asking me to practice it. It is for every student, teachers, and parents. Practice this. It is a direct communication to Swami. You write a letter to him. Make it as a daily sadhana for you. Thank you, sister. I don't have times, but thank you very much for accepting this talk today, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks again.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for the opportunity. Saira.
Akshaya, can you go ahead with that? Before going for that, I want to say a small prayer of Mother Eswaramma. We'll go further, okay?
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा पूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा पूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
पूर्व पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परिपूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परिपूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा पूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा पूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परिपूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
पुण्यात्मा जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परिपूर्णात्मा जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
आनंदमे जय जय ईश्वरम्मा परमानंदमे जय जय साई माता
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma. Let us praise the chosen mother Ishwaramma.
Ishwaramma Sai Ishwaramma. Ishwaramma Sai Ishwaramma.
Ishwaramma Sai Ishwaramma. Ishwaramma Sai Ishwaramma.
Ishwaramma Sai Ishwaramma. Ishwaramma Sai Ishwaramma.
Ishwaramma Ishwaramma, Sai Ishwaramma.